I loaded up with alcohol, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Lita doesn't exactly have what you guys like to call a very good defense. There have been a lot of balls that have been pounded in that end zone. Oh,
You're gonna wanna sue me, because I'm gonna be in jail. You wanna guess what I'm gonna be in jail for? Animal cruelty, because I'm gonna beat you like a bitch.
You are a sniveling little suck-up sellout full of suffering succotash, son!
What?
I think everyone in this world at this point is very fond of a thing we call pro wrestling. As kids and teens growing up, we idolized these freaks and beasts of nature who literally beat the shit out of one another. Whether it was WWE, WCW, ECW, or whatever. We at one point in our lives saw what wrestling is, and looking at it today, it's still bigger than ever with a fluster of talent. Like seriously, just look at what some of these guys can do. It's ridiculous. The big daddy in all of this over so many years is obviously WWE, and when you hear that name, you can literally think of so many superstars you love. We could travel back to the golden era with Hogan, Warrior, and Ric Flair, or the Attitude Era with The Rock, Stone Cold, DX, and The Undertaker. And my personal favorite, the Ruthless Aggression Era with Cena, Rey Mysterio, Batista, Edge, Randy Orton, Eddie Guerrero, and Jeff Hardy, just to name a few. And what really brought these superstars to life was their unfiltered characters and gimmicks that you loved. But as time faded from these eras, so did wrestling itself. Kinda though.
Huh?
You see, nowadays WWE is like a roller coaster where there are a lot of good things and a lot of bad things. But what really saturated the product and pushed some of the audience away was the TV PG rating.
What?
Sure, it wasn't as bad back then when it was first introduced because we still had those same superstars that we grew up watching. It didn't even get bad following that either, with many breakout superstars like CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. But nowadays, it's hard for some old fans to even recognize some of these new stars. WWE was really so mainstream for all these years that going soft and appealing to a much younger audience killed everything. The PG rating put such a limit on these stars that they could potentially get an earful if they swear. Now you might blame creative or writing in general when it comes to crappy WWE television or storylines instead of the PG rating, but honestly, you're gonna get that every year. We have had some terrible storylines each era for WWE, and we have some amazing ones back then and today, so it's not that, y'all. It's like, seriously, it's not that. I've been saying this over and over. It's the image of WWE that's limiting itself. The image that WWE lost was being cool. All they really have to do is slap TV-14 there and everything is going to change. You can't have trash talk without dropping a few cuss bombs, or Extreme Rules match without a little bit of blood. I'm not saying bring back the Attitude Era, because that's impossible. Everyone is too soft these days, and the superstars then are god tier. Back then, they were amazing. I'm not discrediting any superstars right now, because there are a lot of great talent out there, but I don't think you could touch Rock or Stone Cold or anybody back then. But the perfect blend in all of this, though, in my opinion, was the Ruthless Aggression Era. It wasn't trying to be too over the top like the Attitude Era was. However, this set up modern wrestling in general. This era is what every company should be replicating. I'm not talking about the stars either. I'm just talking about the representation and the formula. WWE just has to loosen up again and find its roots. Why do you think people love NXT? Because it looks cool and the product is actually good. It looks like wrestling. Bring back pyro, bring back cussing. Let these superstars speak their mind and not go off of a script. Let them do their crazy shit. Most of these guys are creative as hell and could come up with better storylines than the ones we're putting out today. I mean, think about it this way. There's no way in hell that Vince McMahon thought of the Fiend character. Bray Wyatt came up with that himself, and look at where he's at now. It's crazy to even think about that. Change the belts as well, for the love of God. Make them actual wrestling titles and not just a little Toys R Us toy. Like seriously, the only exception is like the WWE belt. Like you can keep that because that's a unique design, and the new IC belt and the United States title. Those are like the only three that I can let slide. Those are decent belts. The Universal title is just a copy and paste of the WWE title, and the tag titles, they just look like big old coins, big old dimes and shit. Like, I don't know about that, man. I really don't. But I'm not here to bash about WWE because right now it's not that bad. It's actually okay. It's pretty good. I mean, we have Bray Wyatt as the Fiend running around destroying every superstar there is. Edge just returned, and I think he signed like a 3-year deal. And Drew McIntyre is facing Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, which is going to be insane, dude. All WWE really has to do is just make it TV-14 once again. It's not that hard. Just let these superstars do their thing and let wrestling be good again. I'm over here sounding like Donald Trump. Let's make wrestling great again. Like, what the fuck, bro? But yeah, man, that's all I have to say, really. This is something different from what I usually put out. I usually just make like funny content, gaming videos, but I just want to try something different, and this is coming from like a WWE fan, so I wanted to like mix it up a bit, you know. I would play WWE 2K, but I only have 18 and it's a little out of date, just a little bit, but I plan on doing more WWE content in the future, and I got an idea, so y'all should just stay tuned for that. And yeah, man, that's all I gotta say. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And man, I'll catch y'all in the next video. I don't know what it's gonna be, but peace.